with freedom, flowers, books, and the moon, who could not be perfectly happy? Death must be so beautiful. To lie in the soft brown earth, with the grasses waving above one's head, and listen to silence. To have no yesterday, and no tomorrow. To forget time, to forgive life, to be at peace. Some cause happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go. I don't want to be at the mercy of my emotions. I want to use them, to enjoy them, and to dominate them. Nowadays people know the price of everything and the value of nothing. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. A cynic is a man who knows the price of everything, and the value of nothing. All women become like their mothers. That is their tragedy. No man does, and that is his. The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. I am too fond of reading books to care to write them. It is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. There is only one thing in the world worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about. Behind every exquisite thing that existed, there was something tragic. Quotation is a serviceable substitute for wit. Crying is for plain women. Pretty women go shopping. I have the simplest tastes. I am always satisfied with the best. Children begin by loving their parents. As they grow older they judge them, sometimes they forgive them. Selfishness is not living as one wishes to live, it is asking others to live as one wishes to live. When one is in love, one always begins by deceiving oneself, and one always ends by deceiving others. That is what the world calls a romance. We are each our own devil, and we make this world our hell. I have nothing to declare except my genius. Anybody can sympathize with the sufferings of a friend, but it requires a very fine nature to sympathize with a friend's success. A man's face is his autobiography. A woman's face is her work of fiction. Fashion is a form of ugliness so intolerable that we have to alter it every 6 months. Never marry at all, Dorian. Men marry because they are tired, women, because they are curious, both are disappointed. Whenever people agree with me I always feel I must be wrong. What of art? It is a malady. Love? An illusion. Religion? The fashionable substitute for belief. You are a skeptic. Never. Skepticism is the beginning of faith. What are you? To define is to limit. After a good dinner one can forgive anybody, even one's own relations. Morality is simply the attitude we adopt towards people we personally dislike. Life is far too important a thing ever to talk seriously about. Yet each man kills the thing he loves. By each let this be heard. Some do it with a bitter look. Some with a flattering word. The coward does it with a kiss. The brave man with a sword. The world is a stage and the play is badly cast. I like men who have a future and women who have a past. To lose one parent, Mr. Worthing, may be regarded as a misfortune. To lose both looks like carelessness. Art is the only serious thing in the world. And the artist is the only person who is never serious. We live in an age when unnecessary things are our only necessities. Some things are more precious because they don't last long. I choose my friends for their good looks, my acquaintances for their good characters, and my enemies for their good intellects. Every woman is a rebel. Only dull people are brilliant at breakfast. Humanity takes itself too seriously. It is the world's original sin. If the cavemen had known how to laugh, history would have been different. To get back my youth I would do anything in the world, except take exercise, get up early, or be respectable. A bore is someone who deprives you of solitude without providing you with company. Live the wonderful life that is in you. Let nothing be lost upon you. Be always searching for new sensations. Be afraid of nothing. Nowadays most people die of a sort of creeping common sense, and discover when it is too late that the only things one never regrets are one's mistakes. Nothing can cure the soul but the senses, just as nothing can cure the senses but the soul. There are only two kinds of people who are really fascinating: people who know absolutely everything, and people who know absolutely nothing. Words. Mere words. How terrible they were! How clear, and vivid, and cruel! One could not escape from them. And yet what a subtle magic there was in them! They seemed to be able to give a plastic form to formless things, and to have a music of their own as sweet as that of viol or of lute. Mere words. Was there anything so real as words? How can a woman be expected to be happy with a man who insists on treating her as if she were a perfectly normal human being? Everything in moderation, including moderation. If you are not long, I will wait for you all my life. Every portrait that is painted with feeling is a portrait of the artist, not of the sitter. The world is changed because you are made of ivory and gold. The curves of your lips rewrite history.